What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and enjoying freedom. It's a great day to have a great day. Today, we're going to be talking about some pocket silver. Why I always used to carry a silver coin with me, and if I still carry a coin in my pocket today. We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos, subscribe to my second channel for weekly videos, go and get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel. Come and join us in the Precious Metals VIP Club for live streams, giveaways, deal alerts, and a whole lot more. In fact, you can watch Friday, Saturday, and Sunday's videos all right now if you want to. And of course, go and get your 5 free stocks by downloading Webull and funding your account. Refer one friend, they're going to give you 10 free random stocks for the referral. And if you tell 3 friends, then they're going to give you a spin on the Webull wheel, which guarantees you at least 1 all the way up to 15 free shares of Apple. Everything will be linked in the description. So today is Thursday, April 21st, 2022. It's actually Wednesday the 20th as I'm filming, believe it or not. Filming a day in advance so that I can give myself a 4-day break from the internet. Somewhat of a 4-day weekend, which means I have no idea what the spot price of silver or gold will be by the time this video drops. So head on down to the comments and let me know the date and time you're viewing the video and what the current spot price is for you. I'm always curious. So today I wanted to talk about pocket silver. This is something that I haven't talked about in a while. I think I made a video about pocket silver maybe 8 or 9 months ago, and the time I made a video about pocket silver was just a hair under 2 years ago. The time before that, at least. It was in, I believe, June of 2020. And that's what I wanted to talk about today, being that I haven't talked about pocket silver in quite a bit of time. Now you might be wondering what in the world I'm talking about when I say pocket silver. It's quite literally exactly what it sounds like. A little piece of silver that you can keep in your pocket for a variety of different reasons. Although, you see this silver eagle right here? This used to be my pocket silver. But unfortunately, due to inflation, an ounce of silver is now 10 ounces of silver. This is my new pocket silver. That's right, I carry around a 10-ounce bar with me everywhere I go. I'm being facetious, by the way. I don't carry around a 10-ounce silver bar with me. I did for the sake of the video, though. But I wanted to talk about pocket silver today. Now, you might be wondering why on God's green earth would anybody need to carry around a silver coin around or a bar with them? Well, the answer is you don't need to. You might want to, though. And for the longest time I wanted to, and for the longest time I did. Now, unfortunately, or actually fortunately, now that I think about it, I don't really go too many places anymore. When I was originally carrying around a piece of pocket silver, I was working 3 jobs and going to 2 different colleges, and I was trying to get to the gym in between as many days a week as possible. So I was pretty much never at my house. I was running on just a couple hours of sleep every night because of how busy my schedule was. So really the only amount of time that I spent at home was just to sleep. And I was barely sleeping as it is, so I was barely home to begin with. So I was always all over the place. Now you might be wondering, how in the world was I keeping up with that crazy of a schedule? And the answer is, I don't know. It's actually all a blur. I don't really remember any of that. I don't remember how hectic it. I remember how hectic it was. I just don't remember how I got through it or what it was like going through it. That's how crazy it was. Years went by and I didn't even realize. But I was going to 2 different colleges at the same time. I was finishing up my last semester at one college while I was beginning my first semester at another college. I was working my regular job. I was also working a part-time job, and I had also picked up a seasonal job just for a little bit extra currency. And like I said, I was trying to go to the gym as often as possible. And I would carry around a silver coin in my pocket to a majority of these places. Now, it's not one of those things where you get in the car and you check. You're like, okay, keys, phone, wallet, good to go. Oh no, where's my coin? It wasn't anything like that. I just usually kept it in, usually the backpack that I would take with me and leave in the car half the time. Never really had to worry about losing the coin. But I took it with me for a couple of different reasons. And nowadays, I have a home gym, a gym that I built for myself at my house. I work from home full-time. I also make the YouTube videos that I make, which don't require me to be home, although me being on this trail right here is kind of a weird example of that. And I also get my groceries delivered to my house for me, so I don't even have to go to the grocery store. So it's not like I need to, I don't even keep my wallet in my pocket nowadays. Why would I do that if I don't even leave the house? But anyway, I would carry a silver coin with me for 3 reasons. The first reason was just simply because I like silver, and at the time, a couple years ago, when I was still pretty much brand new and fresh to the stacking world, it was still a brand new concept to me, and it was still really new and exciting, just like anything that you recently discover. So I'd always want to hold on to a silver coin around a bar or something like that. Always thinking about silver. If I'm taking a break from work, it's just something that pops into my head. Always wanted to hold that coin in my hand. It's just simply because I like silver. And if there's something that I like, why not take it with me? Kind of a stupid reason, but the other 2 reasons are a little bit more meaningful, I guess. The second reason was because I always viewed it as a pretty good conversation starter. Now, I've changed my mind on this one a little bit because I no longer use silver or gold as a conversation starter, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I'd really rather not talk about silver or gold. If I'm like working or doing something like that, I'd really rather people not know that I'm stacking. Where at the very beginning, I knew it was better to keep that business to myself, but I was always very tempted to toss out some bait and see who bites, just because it's always nice to have something in common with people. And if you can get somebody interested in silver, maybe you can get them started stacking, and if you get them started stacking, then I mean, it's pretty satisfying knowing that you help somebody in some way. Maybe they could benefit from it, or at the very least, now you just have something in common, now you have something to talk about. So if and when something like that ever came up, if I was ever at work or the gym or with a group of friends or whatever, and somebody brought up investing or whatever the case may be, I could very easily bring up silver. I can say to them, well, you know what, here's a concept. It's not really an investment. It's more of a hedge than anything else, but there are people out there who buy a whole bunch of coins to store value and whatnot. Or you could always just say to somebody that somebody gave you a coin, and it's kind of like a good luck charm, so you carry it with them, and that turns into a conversation. Or if they talk about something that they're collecting, I don't know, it could be anything. Stamp collection. There are people out there who have the currency to collect cars. Fantastic for them. I strive to be in that position one day, that financial position. Couldn't care less about cars, but it would be nice to have the currency to fund that type of collection. Any type of collection. You talk to anybody, I guarantee you, if you go up to 10 different people and say, hey, at some point in your life, did you ever collect anything? I'm willing to bet 10 out of 10 will say yes, or at the very least 9 out of 10. I'd be willing to bet the stack on it. Now, it doesn't need to be a coin collection, doesn't need to be anything that they assumed would go up in value. I mean, ask a kid. Kid probably had a rock collection or something like that. Anything goes, any type of a collection. And if you ask that question and they say yes, they might still be collecting something. Could be anything. And then you can bring up that's someone you know, or if you want to talk about yourself, you can talk about coin collection. That was the second reason I would carry a silver coin with me, because at the time I believed it would be a good conversation starter, and I currently still believe it would be a good conversation starter. I just don't know how good of an idea it is to be randomly telling random people that you have these coins, rounds, and bars. But if it's somebody that you trust, then that's your call. And the third reason I would always carry a silver coin with me, which, by the way, it used to be a maple leaf, and that's because when I'd first gotten started stacking, all of my silver eagles were uncirculated, pristine condition silver eagles that rookie mistake, I'd mistakenly put them all in airtight capsules just because I thought that's what you were supposed to do. And while I was stacking those silver eagles, I had also picked up a handful of cull maples, and I figured, well, it's already in pretty rough shape. It's all scratched up and tarnished and whatnot as it is. So what difference does it make if I carry this around in my pocket? So I was stacking silver eagles, but I picked up a couple maple leaves and I chose one of them to be my pocket silver. And then I later switched it on over to a silver eagle. And I guess today you can say that I switched it to a 10-ounce bar. See this right here? Build your wealth in ounces, not dollars. But those were the first two reasons why I carried a piece of silver in my pocket. And now the third reason, this one's probably the most impactful. It was somewhat of a reminder what real true money is, and a reminder that hard work pays off. And on a rough day, which we all have, a rough day at work, rough day at home, rough day, doing whatever it is that you're doing, we all have the tough days. Hence the DYDSS store, don't you dare stop smiling. It was a reminder why I continue to keep pushing through, and why I do what I do to get to where I hope to be one day. Because my whole life, or my entire adult life, I should say, going to work every day, feels like a hamster on one of those wheels, just going and going and going and going and going and going and going, constantly going, but actually not going anywhere at all. Felt kind of like that for years and years on end. I can only imagine the people out there in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s being like, wow, you did that for a couple of years, try doing that for a couple of decades. But the point I'm trying to get across is that when I discovered silver, it was basically an introduction to the next step. Now, I've explained this formula before, but my game plan is to continue doing what I'm doing, which is trading my time for dollars. I go to work every day and I sell my time, trade my time for dollars, and then on payday, I can head on over to the local coin shop, support your LCS, t-shirts and hoodies in the DYDSS store. If you don't want anybody knowing what LCS stands for, because it's not their business, let them know it stands for locally canned soup, and then just walk away. Let them figure it out. The link will be in the description. But I can head on over to the local coin shop and I can pay myself in silver. See, I had already gone to work and traded my time for dollars. Now I can trade some of those dollars for some silver. Now, between silver and gold, obviously silver is the priority metal for me. It's my precious metal of choice. But when it comes down to it, I love both metals. And I thoroughly enjoy converting my dollars into both metals, although I would prefer to trade my dollars for silver so that later on down the road, if silver does what I'm expecting it to do at some point in the future, I can take my silver and trade it for gold. Now, of course, I'm unwilling to sit around waiting and being unproductive, which is why I trade some dollars for some gold as it is. But for the most part, when it's all said and done, I want to be able to look back and say that I acquired a majority of my gold by converting my silver into it. So once again, the formula begins with me going to work, trading my time for dollars, then going to the coin shop, trading my dollars for silver. Later on down the road, trade some silver for gold, and who knows what's after that. Maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to trade some of that gold for some land. Maybe I'll be able to get into real estate. Maybe, who knows, maybe I'll have enough gold, or maybe the gold will be powerful enough to buy me a rental property or a plot of land that I can lease out for farming purposes or anything like that. That's the formula. Now, I understand just because that's what I hope to be able to do doesn't necessarily mean that that's 100% what is going to happen or what I'm going to be able to do, but that is currently the game plan. That is what I would like to do, and I'm well aware that it might not go my way, but I'm willing to take that chance. Because if I don't take that chance and I just sit around not converting anything into, or not converting any of my dollars into anything besides, bags upon bags of Doritos and a Netflix subscription, what's that going to do for me? At least if I go about doing things the way that I want to do things, which is get silver, gold, and later on down the road potentially into real estate, and continue investing as well as I already am, and I fail, hey man, at least I'll be able to go to sleep at night knowing that I tried. I don't want to be decades older than I am. I don't want to be in my 50s, 60s, 70s, or 80s looking back and be like, man, I wish I gave it a shot. They say it's better to try and fail than to not try at all. So I'm willing to give it a shot. And there are a lot of different types of investments out there that are considered to be risky. There are a lot of different investments out there that have gone to zero. Well, the good news for me is silver and gold are not investments. They're hedges. And not one time in history have they ever gone to zero. And they've been money for thousands and thousands and thousands of years. So I think the way I'm doing things is probably a safer bet than what most people might try to dabble with. I think silver and gold have a better shot. And I think my formula of being able to trade my time for dollars, my dollars for silver, my silver for gold, and my gold for potentially land or a rental property, I truly believe that would work. Hence why I'm doing this. But that's basically why I would carry a silver coin in my pocket. Because the hardest part of the formula is the first part, trading your time for dollars. That's what gets people impatient. That's what really pulls people back. That's what discourages people. Because we all have, tough days at work, or tough weeks at work, tough months, years at work. Well, guess what? If you have a reminder that the hard work is going to pay off, or that the hard work is currently paying off, it makes the day go by a little bit easier. But anyway, those are just some of my thoughts. Those are some of the reasons why I would keep a silver coin in my pocket. And I'm very curious, have you ever carried around a silver coin, round or bar? Maybe even gold. I don't know if I would be confident enough carrying a piece of gold with me everywhere I go. God forbid I lose it. I mean, if I lose a piece of silver, yeah, I'd be pretty annoyed about that, but hey, at least it's like, what, $25 out of my pocket rather than a triple-digit dollar amount. But have you ever carried around a coin rounder bar? Maybe for similar reasons as why I carried around silver coin rounder bar. Maybe different reasons. Head on down to the comments and let me know. And just a quick recap. The first reason why I started carrying the coin with me was just simply because I liked silver. If at one point during the day I just wanted to reach into my bag or reach into my pocket and take out the coin, just hold it in my hand for a bit. Hold on to something of actual substance, something of actual value. Just because I like silver. Like the way it feels in the hand. Second reason was because it could potentially be a conversation starter if the topic comes up, things that we're collecting or investing or really anything personal finance related. You could very easily spin that into a precious metal topic of discussion. And then, of course, 3, it's a reminder of what real, true, honest money looks like. Internationally recognized as money, constitutionally recognized as money, biblically recognized as money. Real, true, honest money. And a reminder that hard work is paying off, despite how difficult the day of work is, or despite how difficult it is to be around your coworkers 10 hours a day, every day, 4, 5, 6 days a week. Regardless of how much of a pain in the neck the boss is, or whatever the case may be, or if you feel like your feet are dragging and time's going by so slow. It's been days, weeks, months, years, and you're still that hamster on the wheel going and going and going, yet not going anywhere. That pocket silver served as a reminder that I actually am going somewhere. It might not really appear that I'm going anywhere. No pun intended, but face value says I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to work. Same thing I did yesterday. And guess what? The same thing I'll do tomorrow. It doesn't appear that we're going anywhere at all, but we actually are, because we're financially preparing ourselves. We're financially setting ourselves up for a better chance of success, at least in my opinion, that is. What do I know, though? I'm not a financial advisor, and nothing I've ever said on this channel has ever been financial advice. This is just me documenting what I do, and me documenting what I believe, and me documenting some of my experiences. So, once again, I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. And if you currently, or if you have ever carried around a piece of pocket silver, head on down to the comments and let me know. If you guys like today's video, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Go and get yourself some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel in the biggest possible way. We got t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, coffee mugs, and a bunch of different designs. A lot of the products are helping us raise a little bit of funds and awareness for different charity organizations, by the way. DYDSS store will be linked in the description. Come and join us in the Precious Metals VIP Club, which is where I do giveaways every single month, live streams multiple times a week, deal alerts on silver and gold almost every single day. You can watch all of my videos early and commercial free. You can watch Friday, Saturday, and Sunday's videos right now if you want to. And every Saturday morning, I post a brand new adventure vlog. The one that I posted this past Saturday, a really interesting one. The one that I will be posting this upcoming Saturday is a really special one as well, so you're going to want to go and watch that. VIP Club link in the description. I guarantee you the value exceeds the cost. And of course, last but certainly not least, make sure to go and get your 5 free stocks by downloading Webull and funding your account. Normally it's 2 free stocks, but they bumped it up to 5 for this month, so capitalize on that while you can. And you can deposit as little as 1 penny, and it still works. You still get your free stocks. And I know that to be true because that's what I did. If you refer 1 friend to the app, they're going to give you 10 free random stocks for the referral. This is part of their advertising budget, by the way. Rather than wasting currency on billboards and TV commercials, they reward their users for helping them build their app with them. So capitalize on that while you can. It's time sensitive, and you can do it 10 times, refer 10 friends, they give you 100 free random stocks. And then, of course, if you refer 3 friends by the end of this month, you have about 1 week left to do this, they're going to give you a spin on the Weeble Wheel, which guarantees you at least 1 free share of Apple, with the chance of winning 2, 3, 5, 7, maybe even 15 free shares of Apple. Don't pass up on an opportunity. Weeble link in the description. Time is running out. If you don't want the stocks, go and get them anyway. Sell them. Congratulations. Now you have the cash to go and get you some silver and gold if that's what you want. Weeble link in the description. And I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know once again, what are your thoughts on everything shared in today's video? When it comes to having a piece of pocket silver, is that something you've ever done? Is that something you currently do? Is it something that you would ever do at some point in the future? Have you ever carried a piece of silver with you different places? Maybe for similar reasons as why I used to. Just because you like silver. Could be a conversation starter. A reminder that hard work pays off. There are plenty of different reasons. So head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you tomorrow. Don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.